Evening all, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing and round number 5 of the JT Cup, British Heart Foundation JT Cup. We're at Dragon Trail. We are at a Gran Turismo Classic, and this one is going to be a good one. It's an interesting one for me here. I'm in the Lambo, as we know, or may or may not know, and surprisingly the medium tyres I seem to be quicker on the mediums. I cannot work it out. I'm obviously having to drive a little bit different when I'm on the soft tyres. Maybe I'm being too aggressive. I don't quite know. But I seem to have pretty much the same pace. I have set my fastest lap on the soft tyres. But it is the mediums that overall seem to be being a little bit quicker for me. So a bit of a weird one. But how many deaths are we thinking tonight? Yeah. Quite a few, Adam, and that is quite a few, and that'll be just from me. So, Adam, though, whilst we're on, you have tremendous pace, mate. Absolutely awesome pace. When I was in the lobby earlier, yeah, still yours as fastest lap, 45.2, which is just absolutely rapid. I think I've got to a 45.6. I can't quite find those extra few tenths. And I've got no idea how Adam's managed to do that, but he's absolutely rapid quick in that Ferrari, so fair play to him there. Yeah, nothing really much that I can say on it. I do not know where he's got the pace, and I do not know how I'm going to find my pace or improve my pace to find those few tenths. So it's going to be an interesting one, but I think strategy will play a big part in this. Some people will go long, some people will go possibly on a more aggressive strategy. I was trying to work out exactly, maybe we do that now actually, on how many seconds you lose in a pit stop. I think that's what I'm going to go try and work out now, just to get some exact numbers. Adam for the win. Well, thanks for the support in me, James, or the confidence in me. Appreciate it. No, my money's on Adam tonight as well. But anyways, Brian, Jonathan, how are we doing as well? Hope we're all well, and thank you, James. Please remember to hit the like button. Absolutely, if you haven't done so already, please do so. Please do so. There we are. Right, let's get into this then. Let's set this away properly. Right, let's work out how many. Let's work out pit stop times. On the limit is where I live. You're not wrong, mate. You are not wrong. I think I might jump in the. I might jump in the Ferrari. See if anybody notices it. Right, soft tyres we go. Adam's head won't fit through the door. Won't fit through the chicane. Maybe that'll help me out. Come up to the main chicane and see that Adam hasn't managed to fit through it. That would be a big help, that, for the race. Big help to everybody. Yeah, but we'll see if we've got time here to do a lap, out lap, a quick lap, and then jump into the pits for an in lap and just see how much time in total is lost. Try and work that one out. Oh! But overall, I'm a fan of the Lambo around here. It's very comfortable. Great car, as always. So on the actual outlap there, I think you're about 5 seconds behind on your outlap. Ah! Fantastic. No good trying to find out a time difference when you're driving around with damage. How many of those do we expect tonight? That's the question. There's going to be a fair few. Fair few for sure. Yeah, so about 5 or 6 seconds behind once you're on your actual outlap there. V8 Supercars was awesome this weekend. Oh, class. I'll be honest with you, at the moment though, I'm not really following anything other than Formula 1, so I wouldn't have seen any of it. SVG 2 for 2 opening weekend. I don't know what SVG means. Is that one of the race teams? I presume. Right, let's cross the line with this one then. Get a quick lap in, or a half decent lap in, hopefully. Hopefully it's not absolutely horrific. Like I say, we just want to work out how much time is actually lost in going into the pits. So here's our first lap. Whilst, of course, getting ourselves, or trying to get ourselves a bit more quali practice in. But yeah, I haven't seen what pace Carlos has yet, but normally he's obviously got, Chaos has always got rapid pace. So I think it'll be them two, Adam and Carlos, fighting out front. Oh, drives for Red Bull. Ah, right, okay. Oh, SVG, right, one of the drivers. Right, I got you. Yeah, I used to follow loads of different types of series, and then I got so into Formula 1 that literally it pretty much consumes me as it is, and then I sort of dropped off everything else. Right, let's see where we're at here. So this is normally about, yeah, we're 109-ish, but we're quite a way off the pace. So maybe he's aiming for 108 on that second sector. And that's another one, straight into the wall. Fantastic. Right, well, I'm normally crossing the line round about now at a 46, so we'll use that as our reference point. We'll not refuel because we'll have to add that on after, and we'll not repair because we'll have to assume that we're going into the pits without any damage, without being an absolute fool. So let's try and work this one out then. So actual pit time here, what was that, 17, 18 seconds. Red Bull 1-2 as well, there you go, so they're dominating everywhere, not just F1. Cheers Adam, good luck to you too as well mate. We're just trying to work out pit stop times because, well, I'm trying to work out what strategy to go for. You might have yours already worked out. I had a rough idea, but it does sort of depend on pit times. I think we'll be ready to load up. Oh, there we go. We're not even going to find that out. But as I say, you're about 6 seconds behind on your outlap. We had 2:06 crossing the line, but we were quite a way behind, so I can't really work it out. I think it's probably about 20 seconds. Right, let's go. Stu, how we doing, mate? Are you not racing tonight, Stu? Yeah, about that. About 20 seconds-ish. Obviously, if we need to refuel and all that sort of stuff, so that's also something to be considering. What do we reckon tonight, Stu? Do I stand much of a chance? It doesn't look like it against Adam at the moment. Rico kicked you from the championship? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're being serious? Or was it with not racing? What do you, Vic's saying there, why is he set to mediums? Oh man, that's no good. I was going to say, well, often enough I understand, because there was obviously a couple of races missed and stuff, but everyone's going to end up missing races, aren't they? But yeah, surely not. We'll see what the score is. Because then it means also I'm driving around without a teammate. So that put company into receivership. I'll be honest, as much as I should, I don't know what that actually means. But that's no good, mate. I hope everything's all good though, Stu. Or as best as it can be. I don't know what receivership means, but either way, anything business related is ultra stressful. Oh, had to wind the company up. Oh man, no. Oh, sorry, Stu. That's a nightmare, that. Yes, understandably a bit preoccupied then, of course. Absolutely. So obviously this lap's a fair bit off the pace, but we've got Adam in front of us. This will be interesting to see where he crosses the line. Just off first lap. So now I have to win. Well, as I say, Adam has got tremendous pace. The only thing that I think we might have going for us here is that the Lambo is possibly a little bit better on tyres, and the medium pace seems to be fairly decent in this, and it didn't seem to really ever slow down on tyre deg. I thought I was driving the EMR22, the Aston Martin, because that is exactly what was happening to them. After each lap they were getting quicker and quicker, so that was kind of what was happening on the mediums, not so much on the soft tyres. These drop off very, very quickly. We'll cross them with this time though, and then we'll get ourselves an in lap. It's this corner for me now. When I start to realise where it is that I'm losing time, that is one of them there through the S's. Bit of a nightmare. Yeah, Lambo being four-wheel drive, it's a massive, massive help, especially on a couple of these corners. I realise that I'm able to drive them a little bit differently to what I would do some others. Get down on the power super, super early. We're actually matching Adam for pace at the moment. 3/10 quicker than my previous lap time. See if I can manage this chicane a little bit better. Spoke too soon. Into the pits we go. Sugar. Sorry guys, sorry. Nearly a bit too slow to get out of the way there. Can run over the second curb on the S's. I think second curb. Are you meaning to sort of slot the wheel on the inside, or what you used to do on GT Sport was literally drive over it? I'm assuming you don't mean that. You definitely can't do that anymore. But yeah, I need to try and catch that curb a little bit more. Oh! Oh, he's gone. Xander's gone. Little lift first part of the chicane, yeah. I realised that I can actually just... On this, if you... Obviously I wasn't going full speed to actually manage that properly, was I? But you can actually kind of lift, drop down there as well, and that's a... Instead of actually trying to brake and losing a load of momentum. But yeah, a little lift first part of the chicane, just to try and get the car turned. I was managing it no problem on the mediums, and then on the soft tyres, I keep binning it in the chicane. But I think the car's just on its limit regardless of what tyre it's on, so I can't try and push that anymore. John, how we doing? That's it there. Could need to be a bit quicker through there though. Lifted just a little bit too much, lost a bit too much speed. But as we know, often better to do that than than bin it. Right, let's go again. Obviously as well, don't forget that fuel needs to be getting burnt down a bit as well as we go, of course. Probably mightn't have been a bad shout to just do a few out and in laps and then burn the fuel as we do so before trying to put in some proper laps. But anyways, let's just go for it. Let's see what we can do. So I think I'm aiming for a top 4 start. I don't think, obviously, pole position, and so, see, I've lost so much speed there. I'm like 10 miles an hour slower through there than I should be. I'm aiming for top 4 start. Five tenths up. 5.5 tenths up on my time. And that's a bit better there, a bit better. Oh, was he facing the wrong way there? I didn't see who that was. Not quite facing the way you need to be, I don't think that. Right, this is a better lap. Low 46, yeah, lovely stuff. Right, 3 tenths off Adam, who's got pole position at the moment. Let's go again for this lap, see where we're at. Now, depending on the colour of the sectors, we might decide to come in at the end of this lap or just continue and push if we've got some purples. I normally live to regret that though, because most of it does come down to fuel, so probably should. I'm going to expect that this is an in lap. Should I or should I not though? Yeah, so I'll cross the line with this one, then do an in lap, and then I'll have one final hot lap. First corner, you were in third. Yeah, I've not been too sure on that one. Oh no! Oh, we lost like 15 mile an hour there. Ah, oh, man. Right, let's just come in. Man, that would have been a decent lap, that one as well. Bugger. I just seen both your comments come up at the same time, James. Stay out, box. Obviously, I'm just trying to burn as much fuel as possible here. Oops. Let's go. The chicane's where all the time is made. Right, let's go. Let's hope we don't get caught up in any traffic or anything like that. 3/10 off the lead at the moment. 3/10 off pole at the moment. Messed up there slightly, I'll be honest. Let's keep pushing though, keep pushing. Adam's into the pits, but he's on 100% fuel, so I think he must have quit out, which of course then resets you. So hopefully that means he'll be out of a chance of improving his time. Carlos goes quickest. Ah, see, I've done all that working out, thinking of when that timing was going to hit 0 and trying to get across the line so we could start another lap, but then this is set us as our final lap anyway, so we're just going to have to hope here now. 3/10 up in sector 2 though. Oh, let's not lose time here. Come on, come on, come on. Hopefully we're all good. Oh, nah. Still going to be losing time. P4. I said I was aiming for hoping for top 4, but top 4 it is. Carlos gets P1 at the moment in the Viper, 45.4. Right. Now, this is what I need to work out. I need to work out strategy here, because I was actually relatively about the same pace on the mediums quite consistently at a mid-40s, at a high 46, low 47. So 47 is where I was at on the mediums quite consistently, probably for about 11 or 12 laps. But then on the soft tyre, I was at, I was on the fresh tyres and low fuel, I was getting to the 45s. It was then a low 46s until about lap 4 or 5, and then it was matching the medium tyres. So I don't really think there's much benefit to me being on the soft tyres like there usually is. This track is seems a little bit different. So I'm not too sure what to do, because I was only getting about 6 laps or so off the soft tyres before they were kind of done. I could probably get about 15 laps off the mediums. So I think it might be a case of attempting a 1-stop, but I don't know if the 2-stop is going to be, I don't know if the 2-stop could be worth trying. Any thoughts? That's why I was trying to work out the pit time, because obviously it heavily matters on that. But if you put it into the wall, then it's your entire strategy's ruined. You've got to pit for damage. So if that makes any kind of sense, that's the deliberation that I'm in at the moment. Right, hopefully no issues on the start for this lobby then. Every lap but one, you binned it. Oh, Jonathan, no. Mate, I think I'm going to do exactly the same, I'll be honest with you. I think I'm going to do exactly the same. So I'm aiming to start on the mediums. That's going to be my plan. So Stu's saying run medium, soft, medium. Yeah. What are you thinking on laps there, Stu, then? I mean, realistically, I could run... I think if I was going to go 2, I probably could do medium and then 2 soft stints. Because they'd also be quite low fuel, the 2 soft stints as well. Possibly. But it's the 20-second pit stop. I'm wondering whether or not I can actually make that back up. I don't think that I can. Because like I say, I only get... Or I'm getting about 6 laps before I'm then matching the medium pace. So it's a bit of a weird one, do you know what I mean? I could possibly do medium and then soft and just do the 1-stop. Stops are quick here, yeah. It's still whether or not I think I can make that time back up, though. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Right then, well, starting on the mediums, we're going to see how this actually does play out. I'm going to try and fuel save as best as I can, because we are going to be a little bit short on fuel. Going to try and I have a feeling, or I hope, that I'll end up running quite a different race to these guys. I hope. And that I'll end up in some clear air and all that sort of stuff, because that was the other thing that I was conscious of. I was thinking of starting on the softs, so that I could then pit quite early and hopefully drop back, but I feel like everybody will be starting on the softs, to be honest. Or I feel like that would be the go-to thing to do. So Carlos has gone just a little bit deep there. DP's gone for it. I think he's got the move done. They're side by side through the depth chicane, my word. No way, no way, no way! Bit of a glitch and a bit of a lag there. Well, all went a little bit wrong, that, didn't it? That was a bit weird. Hit the wall sideways. I've gone way too deep there. Oh man. Oh well. My strategy is now kind of out the window. The whole hoping for clear air and all that sort of stuff. This is where we're at now. This is what we're going to have to make work. Oh, that's a long name. What does that say? Hot Wheels Red Line Collector. Say Red Line? Red Line, is that right? I like your car. Thank you very much. We're in the Lambo. We're in the Huracan Group 4. And the livery on this is courtesy of John DP, who is P2 in this race at the moment. We're hoping to catch up to him, I think. He's got some good pace. As do we, by the looks of things. So like I say, I'm running the medium tyres. Where everybody else is going to be at here, I've got absolutely no idea. I need to not make that mistake. That's twice I've done that. Yeah, the colour's lush. Like a nice dark red. It actually reminds me a little bit of last year's Ferrari when they did the 70th. It was 70 years or 75 years of Ferrari. It's a lush colour. All courtesy of John though. I've got absolutely no idea how to even use the livery editor in this game. I don't think I've got any intention of learning either. But yeah, hopefully we can do this one. Just keeping a check on fuel because I'm going to try and run to about lap maybe to about lap 16 if I can. If I can. But we'll have to see. As you see though, that last lap was a 48, so that's no good really. And that's our best lap. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Right, let's see if Xander might work with us here a little bit. See if he will. Yes, hero. Hero. Right, Adam with, as I say though, tremendous pace out front. My only concern now really is whether or not he's on the soft tyres or the mediums. So, oh, cheers mate, cheering for me. Well, fingers crossed. If you were putting money on it, I would say Adam is your best bet though. I think he's looking very strong out front in the Ferrari. It's a big gap. He's got, you know, close to half a pit stop already. If I can nab a podium here though, then I think I'd be fairly happy. We started P4, remember? I'm kind of aiming for P3 is where I think I could end up. Or is where I'm hoping at least anyway. What do we think? Do we think Adam's on the... Oh, Rico was set to 46.1. Do we think Adam's on the soft tyres or not? I'm hoping that he is. Because then at least I can put that down to his tremendously quick pace. God, and see how much Adam's pushing there, because there's like a tenth and a half, 2 tenths that I lost in that chicane. I think most are on softs. Well, I'm hoping so. Definitely hoping so. Oh, John goes that he was going to go into the pits, and then I think he's realised he would of course get a penalty for that. So he then does not bother, but we're going to go straight for that move. Since the opportunity is there. Right, Vicar in front of us, Jonathan in front of us here. like I say, I'm aiming for P2. In my mind, this was like, as soon as I saw Adam's lap times in the practice, I knew that this, in my mind, this was his race. So ooh, should get second because Victor should hit the wall at some point. Well, he said he was struggling with the def chicane, but I assume all of us do at some point, so maybe he's got all of his mistakes out during quali and free practice. Right, now it gets interesting, because as we see, we've just started to gain just a little bit to Adam, so if he is on the soft tyres, at least in my experience, roundabout now is most definitely where you start dropping pace. Whereas we're still relatively okay on the mediums. See, the only problem that I do notice in these lobbies with multiplayer lobbies, GT7, you get a lot of that like fishtailing sort of effect there, where you can't exactly judge where people are at 100%, which is not very comfortable. I'm gonna go to the inside there, gonna try that one. I'm gonna let Victor have that one. Jump straight back behind him. Right, watch that number in red to Adam now, because now we can see it's starting to drop. So if that was him on the soft tyres, we see that you can build, maybe it's about a 10-second gap, and it's going to take you about 7 laps to do so. And after that, force him into an error. We're going to try. Might come round about now. Problem being, oh, thought he was going to clip the wall there. I was going to say problem being, I don't want to be too close if he does clip the wall at the chicane. Good racing, nice Jonathan. Space left either side, lovely stuff. Cost me 9/10, so Jonathan. 47.1, there we go. And like I say, that seemed to be about my pace on these mediums in practice. Just not getting the car slowed down enough there. I'm going to try and get past on this occasion if I can, maybe not. It's exactly the same as the last lap. Christ. Here it is, I think. Here it is. I think if we can get the exit here, we'll just drop to the left. Absolutely lovely stuff. We could fight this though. Oh mate, that was tremendous racing. We get the move done around the outside. It gave us the space and the opportunity to do so though. Love it. Right. Gap to Adam dropping slightly now. 8 laps worth of fuel, it estimates. Yeah, a little bit glitchy. You can still see where people are out of course, but just when it starts to kind of drop around like that, that could be the difference between just tapping someone and spinning them off versus, you know, literally like door-to-door close racing. Right, what do we think Adam's on now then? I wonder if he is on the mediums, you know. I'm not quite sure. I just don't think he could have set that 46 on mediums. So I'd love it if he went into the pits round about now. That would be a big help. And then we could see what he was actually on. Gap back up to 10 seconds. Yeah, box lap 16. Do we think we could do 10 laps on the softs though? That's the only thing. Look at the state of the mediums right now. I'd have to do quite a bit of saving, I think. I think if I was going to do 2 stops, I would have to box now to make the time worthwhile on the softs. 9.3 to Adam now. Don't forget as well, I am driving to try and do a bit of fuel saving here, so well, fuel saving and tyres. So Mike went in earlier there, by the way, as well. I should have pointed that out. He boxed lap 9, which I don't know what strategy he's going to be going on to, unless it's a, well, at least a 2-stop if he's going to do another run on the soft tyres. Watch him without their AirPods, sorry, I should say, headphones. You forget when until you put headphones on how much you rely on the stereo as well to kind of work out where cars are at. Right, 9.2, closing the gap to Adam then. He's got to be on the mediums, by the way. If he's running this long into the race, he can't not be on anything else, so that is a bit of a worry. He can't not be on the soft tyres running this long. Yeah, if I could stretch to lap 18, then we'd only have 8 laps to do on the softs. Big ask. I think it's doable. Rooting for you. Cheers, buddy. Thanking you. 9.3 to Adam now. Let's not forget that Ferrari goes through fuel just a little bit quicker than the Lambo. So that's going to be also something to bear in mind. One thing I am realising now, though, is that we're like a second and a half down, or sorry, about a second down on our time. So if we times that by 18, we probably wouldn't be too far off being able to recover a pit stop, but you know, versus the time that we lose. But then you've got to push No way has Adam been on the soft tyres. No way has Adam done 12 laps on the soft. How? His tyres must be absolutely done. How on earth has he managed that? How on earth has he managed that? That is crazy behaviour. No wonder I was catching up to him. His tyres must have just been as red as that Ferrari. Crikey. Fair play to you, mate. Right, did we see? Has he gone on to the mediums then? Adam is a bit of a goat, he is. I don't know how he does it. He's obviously a bit like Rico, very good at managing tyres and fuel and whatnot, but I'm shocked at that. Shocked at that. They've got to have been dead, yeah. Oh, I thought you meant his tyres. You were talking about your AirPods. Right, I am really starting to feel it on these tyres now, so maybe it is going to have to be a case of lap 16. I'm not too sure. But there we go. We look at the times. We're not actually too far off. We're only 2/10 down in terms of lap time, so it's a bit of a weird one. Adam's P4 though. I feel like if we pit, Adam would actually still come out ahead of us. I just see that happening, and then I look and go, how on earth has he just managed to undercut us by 10 seconds? And he'll have just put in some absolutely like storming undercut outlaps. Right, Vicar was behind us. He was on the mediums as well. He's got 2% fuel now, so he must have been pushing quite a bit. Subscribe and hit the bell, mate. What an absolute hero. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You've got no idea. It goes a long, long way to supporting a little channel like this. Thank you so much, buddy. Hopefully, well, if you've enjoyed this one, hopefully we have plenty more good live streams that you can enjoy as well. Let's not go out onto that curb as much if we can help it. But yeah, hopefully plenty more live streams that you'll be able to tune in and enjoy. We normally do Monday night streams for the new daily races. We've started trying to get a Friday in whenever I'm not out gigging with the band. If my Fridays are free, then they tend to go to Gran Turismo. Right, maybe one more lap is all I could get out of this. I'm not too sure. Really feeling it on that front left. Adam in P3. There you go. If I pitted now, Adam would actually come out in front. How on earth? Well, of course he would, because he was 9 seconds ahead in front, but like he'd be ahead by quite some margin. As in a bigger gap than what he went in with, I think. Stay out times are okay. Yeah, they're not, you know, they're not the worst. But clearly Adam will be going to the end on those softs. How many more laps of fuel have I got is another question. 2.8 laps. Nah. Nah, well off the pace with this one. Seven tenths off. Oh, that is a very long comment. I'm going to try and catch that on the next straight, mate. I know what I'm like, forbidding it at the best of times. Right, Xander goes in on the mediums. I thought he'd just been in. Oh no, he hadn't. That was Jonathan. Right, actually, we got 25 seconds to Adam now. Apparently. That isn't right. That definitely isn't right. That definitely... surely not, that's not right. How have we ended up with that? Has he made a mistake? Oh, he must have hit the chicane or something like that, so... At the moment, we do have the advantage. We probably could pit. We'll have to do a bit of refueling, so it'll be very close when we come out. I'm going to go one more lap. I'm not going to have enough fuel to stretch to. I'm going to go one more lap. If I did a better job of saving fuel, we might have been okay, but you can see he's closing the gap rapidly now. So to be fair, maybe the sooner we come in, the better anyways. But... we'll be on a fresh set of softs, whereas Adam will be on the mediums as well, so advantage slightly to us there also. Right, let's just absolutely gun this one then. Try not to worry too much about saving fuel anymore. Oh! And then as soon as I do that, I almost bin it. Let's not push too hard. We've got a very worn set of medium tyres underneath us now. Going to come out pretty much neck and neck with Adam, I think. Definitely looking that way. Oh, I felt the car very slidey there. Of course, I'm going to have to do quite a bit of refueling as well. Oh, here we go. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Get into that pit box quick. Come on. I don't like this. I don't like this. Adam's going to be out in front. He's going to be out in front. Right. I overfueled there because the suggestion on how many laps we will have left will be incorrect once we start driving like a bit more of a lunatic. Right, here we go then. 4.5 seconds to Adam. Can we close this gap? And chase him down. Yeah, is to hope. And here we go. What do we think? Can we do it? Yeah, the Lamborghini's mega. The Huracan's absolutely awesome. Love this car. Not an Aventador, no. Yeah, it's a Huracan. Group 4 Huracan. It's absolutely mega. I wasn't meant... originally, I wasn't actually going to be in this car. I can't remember what I was going to be in for this series. I think it was the Jag. And then, of course, it was actually Stu that says, actually, why don't we do the Lambo? So, the Lambo we ended up in. I wasn't too sure at first. Did a few laps. And I thought, yeah, this will do nicely. Right, really need to gun this now. What do you reckon, Stu? Do you reckon we can do it? .4 the gap. Keep it on the road, yeah. Tyres will fade lap 24. Yeah, I've got to be careful for sure. I need to try and close that gap as much as I can do though. Because that's the problem. If Adam's tyres are the same as mine, the mediums will not fade. And so whatever lap time he's setting will be fairly consistent. But it's out of the corners where I really need to benefit from not only the four-wheel drive, but of course the tyres themselves. There we go, 2 tenths gained. Or maybe that was 1 tenth, sorry. But like I say, my problem was I wasn't much quicker on the soft tyres. That was my problem. Jonathan could be on for a podium. Losing time there. He's been quicker through the chicane than me there. Unbelievable. Come on. Need to have a bit more trust in the car. Alright, 7 laps to go. Here we go. Vroom. Indeed. Adam says he'll defend like a lion. Adam very much on the Fernando Alonso hype train, isn't he? I don't think he's going to need to defend. I can't catch up to him. He's actually just very much... He's way quicker overall, so... If you tell him to slow down a little bit, actually, Lucy, that'll be a big help. 4.6. Say 4.7. I just can't catch up. Like I say, my tyres are going to drop off. L plan. I'm surprised Adam isn't in the Vantage. Oh, there we go. We get 2 tenths there. 2 tenths on him there. That was better. That was better. Right, gap hopefully soon to be within 4 seconds. There it is. Kushti. Problem being though, we've only got 6 laps to do it now, and we need to be, that'll mean over half a second a lap quicker than him in all of these laps. Gonna have to be like 7 tenths quicker. Go, go, go. Yeah, he's got back markers, absolutely, yeah. Seeing the blue flags there. Down to 3.6 now. 3.5. .4, 3.3, 3.2. Come on, let's keep going, let's keep going. .6 the gap, come on, we're closing, we're closing. Right, we're coming up to those back markers as well now though. Just got to hope that you land on them at a point where you can easily get through. You can do it, fingers crossed, 2.3 the gap. 2.2. Oh, Greg, unlucky mate. We very nearly got taken out by him there, though. .1. Come on, this is getting interesting now. Come on. Right, Amy in front here. 2 seconds the gap. Come on. So you be careful through the chicane here. Please don't bin it, Amy. Oh, God. Thank you, Amy. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, that cost us. We're all good though, we're all good, we're all good. 2.3, we're going to lose time all the way down this straight now though. Right, 2.2. .1. Basically still going to have to manage about 7/10 a lap quicker. I've also got to be considerate of my own tyres here. Let's hope. .8. Oh, that's drifting. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Right, I also need to watch fuel now as well because I burned through that so quickly. .9. Right, I think this is the first I've had him within 2 seconds. Right, we've got 3 laps. I've got 7% per lap of fuel. Mate, that's 6% per lap of fuel. Fuel and tyres okay. Yeah, I'm not so sure about fuel, to be honest, Stu. Just as I'm starting to look there and sit and try and work that one out. Need to cross the line with 14% here on this lap. Oh, come on, this is an almighty chase down attempt now, but I'm having to back off just a bit, I think. Come on. .4, 1.3. Come on, 1.2. We're closing now, we're closing. That's 14% fuel there now. Hey, he goes defensive already. This definitely is going to come down to the last lap, isn't it? Come on. Come on. Come on. We're closing, we're closing, we're closing. Come on, Adam, come on. Right, we're on him. We're on him. Final lap. You could not write this. You could not make this up. Right, we're fine on fuel. He goes defensive. He's done it. He's done it. He's done it. Get. Mate, fair play. That is fucking tremendous racing, that. That was absolutely unreal. Oh, man. That was absolutely unreal. I wish I'd played that final corner differently. Oh, man. Tremendous. Adam, that was absolutely unbelievable. You just can't have a bad race with Adam. You cannot have a bad race. Oh, mate, fair play. That was absolutely tremendous. Congrats. Oh. Adam, mate, that was absolutely... That was one of the best races ever, 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 ever. Yeah, 7/10 in the end. I tried to switch it back, but Adam was keeping it on that apex the whole time. I was committed to attempting the switchback on the gamble that he was going to run wide or just not quite have the grip. But of course, that was always where his car was going to be. Perfectly driven. I kind of want to run it back a few laps and do all that again, though. That was absolutely mega. I thought I'd done enough, Adam, to put you offline enough. Put you offline enough into the death chicane, which is why I let you then go ahead, because I thought, right, that's done enough. There's no way you'll get that back online. I certainly wouldn't have done anyway, so I sort of dropped off. And then how you got it back online and got it turned across, I was like, no way. But that was some of the best racing you could possibly have on Gran Turismo. How about that? That was phenomenal. That was absolutely mega. So there we are. Fair play, Adam. Congrats, Adam. We get P2. I don't know what that does to drivers' standings at the moment. I think I did see James say that I was P1 before the stream. I don't know how that quite is. I don't know if that was right or not, or if he was winding me up, or if he was saying that was what his prediction was for the end of the season. But now that Adam's joined, I very much doubt that I'll be in with a good shout of... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, result. Okay, right, fair play. That worried me for a minute there, because then everybody's order at the end was totally different. I thought we'd had that same pit stop glitch again, but thankfully we didn't. There we go. Adam, 47 minutes, 17, and I'm 7/10 behind. Oh, man. Wow, that was absolutely awesome. Good stuff, though. Yeah, Jonathan, good battling, yeah. Absolutely. That Lambo's is something else when it's on a decent set of tyres. So I'm P1 in the standings still. Woohoo! What a belter. What an absolute treat. But yeah, Adam, I'm not going to stand much of a chance, or it's very much going to go down to the wire, I think, between me and Adam with races like that. That was absolutely mint. Now, I am going to save the replay for that, because that was awesome. I'm going to make sure I try and get a little video out of that, because that was tremendous. And yeah, once more, Adam, very, very big well done, mate. I'm looking forward to the next one, as always. I'm glad I got a bit of practice in tonight. I managed to get about 30 or so laps, 40 laps of practice in, quite a bit. Maybe it's not 40, 30-ish laps of practice, which I think paid off there, because otherwise I would have very, very much struggled and not managed to catch up. But there we go, very, very close in the end. Hope everybody enjoyed that one. We're back tomorrow night, Monday night streams for the new daily races. Hopefully I can get one done on Friday as well. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. And then we might have a look at Nations Cup and manufacturers, depending on exactly what those combos are later in the week. So hope everybody's enjoyed that. Thank you so much all for tuning in. Got a sweat on me. Yeah, same here, Jonathan, same here. So hopefully catch you all tomorrow night. Anyways, another awesome round, British Heart Foundation. Links in the description, by the way, to support both the British Heart Foundation and Rico, who puts all of these races together, and this whole championship. So big fair play to him, as well as Adam for the win. So there we go. Hopefully I should catch you all tomorrow night, Monday night racing for new daily races. Super Formula at Suzuka, SF19 at Suzuka. So you cannot get much better than that. Hopefully catch you all there. Enjoy what is left of the weekend, and I shall hopefully see you all tomorrow. Toodles!